Go get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it, the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. 'Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
Hello, we are Shoshie, and this is Shoshie's Minis, and I'm speaking in the third person for some reason because my brain is not on right. Hello, how's everybody doing? It is Friday. It is Friday. I don't know why my face is so big in this. There. Now you can see me better. Hello. Wait, let me do this. There we go. It's Friday. We are Legion. Yeah. So we have like an extra day in the schedule because I messed up a little bit, and ended up doing some things early. But so I thought I've already got almost all of Lionel Johnson put together, or at least started. I thought I could prep him and get him ready, and we could sit and chat, and then, you know, maybe start painting him. So let's do that. How's everybody doing? Icy Batelur and Rumble, Robosh, Mauser Shmuel. Hello. What is everybody doing today? All right, let's take a look at what I've got here. I've got Lionel Johnson, and Dr. Pandateca subscribing 7 months in a row. Thank you so much. Dr. Pandateca. There we go. Thank you so much. There we go. Hype, hype, hype. Hello, Jamie G. Original Sin. So here's Lionel Johnson. Looking awesome. I love that I have magnetized his head. And that means he's got a couple heads that I can put on here, which I'm looking in here and I'm thinking I'm not seeing the other head. And I'm really hoping I didn't lose one of the heads. It might be magnetized too. Oh no. Something broke off right there. That's bad. Oh no. Hold on. Oh, I see it. Good. Okay. So a little piece already broke off. And I don't see his other head. So, yeah, I have some rotten luck. Oh, I found it. Look at this. This is funny. There's his head. Oh, no. Let's take that off and put this on. Let's see what that looks like. Can I do that? Yep. Oh, he's going to spin around. There we go. Very nice. And then I also have his weapons. He's got a couple weapons. I don't have all his arms on yet because I want to be able to paint kind of behind here first, but let's see, that's going to go on like this. Yeah, so he's got the start of that, and then this one is also magnetized. Where's that one go? That one goes there as well. Boom. So, and then I've got his arm over here. That's going to eventually get glued on. There. It's a little tricky. Once that's glued in there, it'll fit real nice. Okay, and I just found the little piece that broke off the base, which I'm going to glue that right now. You're a Primarch? You're a Primarch. Find a razor. Make Power Blades razor. Make a Power Blades razor. He'll use a power sword, but the Emperor's shave. New to Monday. That's so funny. You hate the bearded head? You hate the bearded head. Tell me why. Why do you hate it? I like his hair. I like seeing his hair. You're watching Shoshie and NFL, and you have Fat Saturday, a fat sat on your lap. Oh, a fat cat on your lap, and your evening is going great. Awesome. I'm trying to get this pen out of the super glue. Amazing work on the Mantis Garage Kit. Simply awesome. Thank you. Oh gosh, guys, if you get a chance, go to my Instagram. Oh, hold on. I cannot get this pin out. My Instagram or my Facebook or my Twitter, one of them, you can find all of them at Shoshie's Minis. I don't know why my designer put LinkedIn. I've never used LinkedIn for anything to do with my models. It's so funny. Like, who uses LinkedIn for models? I just thought that was funny. See, there's excess super glue on this pin that's making it stick. All right, so here's the little bit that needs a little glue. I'm kind of bummed out, and I think the box fell off my lap, and that's when it broke. Oh, and there's a beautiful cat hair right there. There's a couple of them. See, took it upstairs one time, and Bear left his mark. Oops, here we go. Nope, the other way. I'm wearing gloves because I have managed to chew my hangnails, and they don't look good, and so I don't want you to see them. Ah! So once I get part of the problem is with COVID, I haven't been able to go to the nail salon. So I've been doing my own nails, which doesn't always work out so well. Come on. Let's get there. There we go. I might have to pin this. Let's see if I can make it glue. There we go. I think it's going to stick. Maybe not. Okay, we'll just leave it right there. Sitting in the back watching blue jays and squirrels, doing great. That's awesome. I have blue jays that visit my yard, but they don't stay long. They'll grab like I have peanuts in the shell, and they'll grab peanuts, and then they'll take off, and then they'll come back, and they'll get another peanut, and then they'll take off. Hi, Double Fruity. Double Fruity, and you made it back from work in time. Happy Friday. Awesome. Okay, so there's some pieces I'm gonna have to figure out. These are little grenades. These go on his belt, but we're not gonna mess with those just yet. So some of these need to be affixed to dowel rods, and I'm thinking one of the things I might do, especially for the couple that are magnetized, is just put a magnet. Somebody showed me that you could make a polarity stick, or, you know, has anybody ever heard of doing that? Making a polarity stick with a magnet? So I've got a whole bunch of magnets in here. Most of the magnets that I really like are these Primal Horizon. I can't remember. It was one of my stream turned me on to these. And it talks about what you can use this guide. So these are the 16th by 32. This is a package, so there's actually two kinds in here. But it talks about what this is best for. So for this one, it's 15mm scale tanks and vehicles, and troops, weapons, and small gear. So it's probably those little bitty ones. And like this one, 3/16 by 1/16. And so those go to monster limbs, gun, large turrets, and vehicle weapons and accessories. It's very handy. PrimalHorizon.com. And where are they from? Canada. They're from Canada? Yep, they're Canadian company. And there's another company that I've used for magnets that's not too bad. I can't remember the name of it. R&H. I think it's called R&H. Where do you guys get your magnets? You always end up in a mess with magnets. So I'm going to show you. We're going to make a polarity stick. We're going to get two magnets right here. We're going to make a polarity stick. Somebody on my Twitter showed me how to do it. And you can actually buy a polarity pen. So if you Google polarity pen, you could probably find it, okay? Anyway, we're just gonna make a polarity stick. Okay, got it. Okay, now I need a little super glue. You bought a small order of magnets from a magnet baron. Magnet baron, oh my gosh. New to Mud, what country is Magnet Baron in? And they sent you so many extras, you never had to order twice. Wow. Definitely tell us what country that's in. Is that in the US? Tell me it's in the US. All right, so this, first of all, let's make red and green our colors. Here, I'll just use a little bit of paint. We'll try this. I'm gonna use a little baggie to put the paint on for now. There we go. You guessed the USA? That's awesome. Magnet Baron. Okay, I'm gonna check them out. That's a lot of magnets. Are they the rare earth kind? Because I find that not all magnets are created equal. Some magnets are not extra strong. Hi, Okami. I'm just gonna go around the edge of this one with the red to make my polarity stick. Okay. Oh, New to Monday, send that link to Rumble so that he can take a look at it. We always vet links here because we've had some suspicious ones in the past. All right, real quick, I'm gonna use a hairdryer to dry this off. That means I'm gonna mute myself. Well, so you don't have to hear the lion. We're painting the lion. All right, let me mute and I'm gonna dry this and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it all dried. And I can see that this is a little bit uneven. I think it'll be okay. So here's my 2 magnets, like this. I need a little Insta set. So that is right here. This is what I'm going to use to set the magnet once I get it glued on. All right, I need to make sure this is kind of straight. There. Ooh, look at that. How cool is that? Actually, I'm going to use that to get this glued on so I can, without using my fingers. Okay. Hopefully this will work okay. So I've got that. And I'm hoping that's going to stick. It's not sticking, so that means I need a drop of the Insta set. All right, I'm just going to hold this here. Ah! Maybe that'll be enough. Okay, that worked okay. I'm just going to add a little bit more super glue around the edge for that. Got to be careful not to get any on the other magnet. There. And just set that super glue right away. Okay. This may not work, you know, because there we go. What may happen is this magnets might end up coming off eventually because, all right, let's go ahead and take that magnet off. Now, Protano Man, thank you for subscribing. That is so awesome. We got a new subscriber. Let's give some hype. 2 months. 2 months, actually. This is your 2nd month. Thank you. There we go. Then for 1, hello. Okay, let me show you. Here's my okay, so if I turn this magnet around, they will repel each other, right? See that? It's repelling itself. That means I need to flip this magnet so that the polarity, see right now the polarity is, see it keeps flipping itself. So I'm going to flip this magnet upside down on this blade. So now it's upside down. So now that's right. Okay, so that's, is it still repelling? I can't tell. Hold on. Oh wait, that has the six. Okay, yeah. Okay, so then I need to do this. I need it to be repelling on the other side. This, so it does need to be face down. Okay, so that's perfect. So we'll leave it so that, and then they're going to glue that down. Then it should repel. Okay, let's do that. You haven't been able to catch a stream in a while? You always enjoy seeing what I do. Thank you. Hi, it's Tom Banjo VT. All right, let's get that one glued. So I'm using my blade to hold it on there. You got it right? Okay, thank you. I did it. Awesome. Tom Banjo VT. Is it Vermont? Does VT stand for Vermont? Hold on. I'm going to hold this on for a second. Let's move this further down the blade a little bit. I'm going to use a little drop. It does. Oh, cool. I went to, okay, so I have a Vermont story to tell you. All right, there. Now I have my little polarity pen. I need to put green on the other side. So my Vermont story is, I have always wanted to go to Vermont for ages and ages. I always thought it would be a really, fall is my favorite holiday, or favorite season rather. And I always thought like Vermont in the fall, it would be the most awesome. And I never got a chance to go. And let me tell you, when I first decided I wanted to go to Vermont, it was way back in the 90s. And they had a booming antique business, like, you know, industry, because you could go and you could do little hikes and trails. It was really awesome. So anyway, not too long ago, my mom asked me if where I want to go for my birthday, and I said I want to go to Vermont. We went to Burlington. Beautiful, right? Well, my birthday is in the middle of November, and little did I know that fall is completely over in Vermont by mid-November. Which, yeah, I didn't know that. And I also happen to have seasonal affective disorder. So we get to Vermont in the middle of November and instant seasonal affective disorder. It was so gray and so gloomy, and there was obviously nobody was there. There's my polarity pen, guys. Okay, I'm going to set this aside so I don't get any paint on my model. Anyway, one of the highlights of it though was I got to meet Bernie Sanders in the airport in DC. He was hopping on the plane from DC to Vermont, and he was also there with the other representative. There was another Vermont senator representative. Yeah, it's the darkest, wettest month. I know that now. Can you imagine, like, somebody willingly wanting to go to Vermont in November on a vacation? The White Mountains of New Hampshire is our favorite place. Haven't been there for a while. Okay, that sounds beautiful. There's my polarity pen. Let's take a look here. Now we can find out what the polarity. Okay, so there's the polarity of this magnet. We'll just say is green. And then let's see what his head is. So here's his arm. The arm is not green. Oh, it is also green. Okay, so far we've got green. And then what about the polarity for these? Green. Looks like am I getting all green? That's odd. So I don't want this to pull off. So far everything is green. That means everything else should not be green, right? Okay, that one's red. No, it's not. Uh-oh, I messed that up. So I messed something up with that one. That one's also, oh, you know what? I bet they're the same. Okay. I think I messed up. These two might be the same. Let me try. So, oh, yeah, they are. Okay, let me flip this one around. See, this is why it's so good to make one of these, because at least you'll be doing it on your stick instead of your models. So we're going to flip this red one. Maybe I've got a little plier here. Ah! There. Okay. So we had it there, so it needs to be here. Ah! Hang on. Okay. So if this is green, that one needs to be the opposite. Okay, and then that means it needs to be flipped that way. Okay, I think I got it this time. We'll try this one more time. Hopefully I won't mess it up. Like I said, it's better to make a polarity stick. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now, let's do a little inset. Yeah, it does sound relaxing zen. You're hoping to paint tonight? Okay. There we go. Okay, now let's try this. Yes, now it's reverse polarity. And that one is correct. That's positive. Let's say that's positive and that one's negative. So let's check the polarity on these. There. Okay, so those are negative. Those are both negative. Good. That means both the arms should be positive. Positive. Awesome. Okay. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so these should both be negative. Yep. Yep. Okay, good. And that means this should be negative, right? Because this one is positive, positive, negative. Awesome. Okay. So what size are these? I think we figured out, let's see. I think they're 1/16 by 1/32, unless it's the little ones. I kind of mixed these two up, so I'm not 100% sure. But it's these bigger ones right here, not the little ones. And so I got them from Horizon, Primal Horizon. primalhorizon.com. And I'm thinking there's a couple places in, that probably have them. Okay, so there's another one. Let's see what the polarity of that one should be. Red. Yep. Okay, awesome. This really helps. You need to make one. Yeah, make a stick. Make a little polarity stick. And it makes it so easy. Then also, when you're magnetizing, then when you're attaching them, you can use the stick to attach it, right? So let's say I've got two, let me take off two magnets here. Woo! Come on. There we go. Ah, it's trying to get everywhere. No! There we go. Okay. So I've got my two magnets. Let's say I want one to be negative and one to be positive, right? Then I stick them on, and then when I go to stick them on, that one will go there and the other one will go on whatever it's being magnetized to. Just like that. Let's see, do I have anything that I can magnetize? Probably not. Okay, so let's check the polarity of that. Yep. Isn't that interesting? It's already got red paint on it too. And this one should be, see, that one's green. Yep. Love it. Yeah, you need the little ones, one or two sizes larger. Yeah. Definitely. And I think that it's probably a good idea to make a small pen like this, because if you make a big one, the magnet with the big magnet could end up being so strong it pulls off your little magnets too easily. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I also have these little scabbards that he goes with, and I'm debating on where to put them. They kind of fit right here. I'm thinking I need a little bitty magnet just glued on. We'll see, we'll see. It's kind of hidden, so I may just glue one of these on. I've got two scabbards. He's got, where's the other one? Maybe I have two. Maybe I only, oh, there it is. Whoop, bloop. Okay, so I've got these two different scabbards, and you can see they're both pretty thin. But I could just make a magnet, a small magnet for it. All right, now we are ready to prime. I want to tell you, one of the first things you want to do, I've already done this, is wash your resin. Wash it with a little soap and water or a little simple green. Scrub it with a toothbrush. Just get all that mold release off, so that way when it comes time to prime, your models won't chip, right? That's what we want to avoid. So I need to glue some dowel rods onto my stuff before we even, because we've got a lot of little loose pieces. I need dowel rods on. Let me grab some. I have a little box somewhere. Is that it? Yes, that's it. Okay. Here's all my dowel rods for gluing. I'm debating on whether or not, how do I want to do this? I'll definitely, yeah, we can do that. All right, let me get super glue. You've acquired a cat in your lap. That means you're currently trapped, doesn't it? And so let's see. For these pieces, I think I'm gonna glue that right there. I need to use a little Insta-Set for this. Let's get a little drop. A little dab will do ya. Good. Okay, so now I can completely get to all of my fabric folds. And that's the only reason why I'm doing these little dowel rods. It's just so I can reach stuff. And I've got some slightly smaller ones. That'll be perfect for that right there. Okay. Let's do that. I like to do it on the dowel rod and then stick it to the model. All right. Oh, it's slipping. Get the Insta-Set quick. I think that was enough. Nope, it wasn't. Burp. Hopefully a little Insta-Set for me. Nope, it did not. Okay, so it already Insta-Set on the rod. So that means I need more super glue, which means I need to wipe that off because it's got Insta-Set on it already. And so does this, so I can maybe just stick this. And then we'll just start setting. Okay, let's add a little bit more Insta-Set just in case. Yeah, perfect. This is his other shoulder. Now these guys, I think what I might do is make another dowel rod with a magnet on it to spray these, because some of these things might just need a magnet. Okay, let's take this magnet. And again, I'm going to need a little Insta-Set because it will probably not stick. Yeah, it's not sticking. Ah! See? There we go. That worked. Okay, so that will probably attach, and now look at that. Boom. Now I've got my little dowel rod that I can just, you know, paint this and then just remove it, and then I can paint the next thing and then remove it and then paint the next thing. So those three don't need dowel rods, which is nice. Let's see, do I need, I could do that. That would probably be better. It's a little wiggly. It's okay, I think I can deal with that. Now, what else do I have? Yep, I can do that too. So that one dowel rod takes care of a whole bunch of pieces. Okay, that's nice. Genius. It's just thinking ahead and planning ahead. I don't know if it's genius, but it's funny that you say that. Definitely needed one of these, yeah. Well, you know what? That's why we do this, so that, you know, you get some ideas. It makes your life easier. There's a lot of excess glue on that side. Okay, let's do a little glue, glue, glue. And then I'm going to put the Instaset directly onto this piece and then just stick them together right above where that hole is, because I don't want to put it in the hole because I don't want to accidentally fill that hole full of super glue. Ta-da, there we go, easy. And then this little man, little very shot up, are these Death Lords? Somebody tell me what the name is. Death Lords? I think they're Death Lords. Somebody knows in this audience. They have like a skull. You can see somebody knows. We'll just attach that right to his foot. Night Lords. I knew it was some kind of lord. Bat boys. Exactly. Put some on his foot. Bat boy, Night Lord. Night Lord. Lion fodder. That is for sure. Lion fodder. Pew, 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 pew. I love him. All right. I've got, like I said, I've got these two scabbards. One is already on a sprue, and the other is not. What I might do is just, I might think about gluing this back onto the sprue. I don't know, maybe not. I'm still not sure what I want to do with the scabbards. So everything else has a little doodad holding it on, and I'm just going to leave those on for now when I prime them, and then when I clip them off, I'll just have to paint over the spot. That'll be fine. All right, ready. We are ready to start priming. Now let's look at the artwork. So this is how I'm going to go through my whole process with you guys. Let's look at this process. Some of this needs to be primed in black, and some of it needs to be primed in white. Okay? I would say the whole base can be primed in black. His armor, because his armor is going to be black as well. The cloak and the breech clout and his human head, I would say prime in white. And everything else can be black, I think. Yeah. That's what I would do. And if I had to do this to all over again, I would go back and I would not, we might actually zenithal prime him so we can figure out some of our light sources and stuff. But this head is going to be white. Boop. That head is going to be white, and then the other head, this one will be black. With maybe some zenithal. We'll see. I just noticed his wings on his helmet are white. That'll be beautiful. I think we might do we'll do zenithal on that so we can get both of those. Now, for me, it's easier to clean black out of my airbrush than it is to clean out white, and most of the time when you're doing zenithal, you've got to do the black first anyway. So we're going to start with black. That's another part of my process that I'm going to do. So I'm going to move aside all the pieces that I need to be black. We'll just make all these pieces. This guy can be this. I'm going to set aside the pieces that need to be white. We'll just go ahead and leave these. Well, no, this one can be out. Yeah. Okay, so the pieces that I'm setting aside that are going to be primed white for sure are these two. I'll put those in my little box so I don't lose those. Everything else gets to start out as black, and I'm going to put that on there so I don't lose it. All right, let's get out some black primer. Stynylrez Res. Just the regular black primer. Give it a good shake. Let's turn on the airbrush. Whoop. Was it already on? I think it was already on. Oh no, I think I left my airbrush on again. Nope, now it's on. There. Okay, we're good. Take the needle out and reset it. Hi, Eshkadellen. Ooh, that needle is kind of filthy. Hold on. We can't put that in there until that gets cleaned out. I'm just going to use a little alcohol, clean it off. Might put a little needle juice on it. We'll see. There we go. How you doing, Ash? Did you see that we were getting ready to paint the lion, L. Johnson? There's a nice chunk of dried paint right on the edge. Can you see that right there? This is probably not a good idea, so don't do this, but I'm just gonna try to see if I can scrape it off. Yep, there we go. And I'm just seeing the needle is a tiny bit bent. I don't know if I even have another needle. Let me look and see if I have another needle. That is something. If I don't, I'm going to use this needle. Well, there's one. Maybe I can use that one. Yeah, that's better. All right, we'll try this needle. It looks less bent. It's still dirty though. Ah. Hello, Ailey. How is it going? See how much dirt came off on that needle? That's because I'm a schlub. That's a new Yiddish word for you, a schlub. Guess what it means? Happy weekend. Friday. Yeah, I know it's Friday. Does it feel like Friday to you guys? Are you ready to be able to? It's like 2020 has lasted 5 years. Ein Leppen. Oh, there we go. That is nice. Okay. All right. That is nice. So we're gonna put some thinner in here and Leppen. Let's give this a little. This is the spray through cleaner. I just realized that. I don't want the spray through cleaner. I want the thinner. So here's my thinner. That's a lot. Do you see how much that is? Let me see if I can. There. I actually got some of it out. And we're going to blow this through. Let me put my mask on so I can be safe. Where is my mask? Here it is. Schlub, a person who forgets to clean their airbrush. Yes. Exactly. Ribs, chips, spring rolls, chicken bits. Rumble also came with fried rice. Oh, sounds like somebody got dinner. Hold on, let me take off my hat. Okay. Canadian Thanksgiving is turkey based? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe it's there we go. All right. Yeah, kind of. All right, we got thinner in the cup. We need a little bit more. That dried out really quick. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hello, Raoni. We're getting ready to prime. Make sure I got my needle in there set. We're going to shake up our primer. And I'm going to give it about half a cup. There we go. Mix that up with the thinner that's already in there. It doesn't really need thinner because it's pretty thin. but I like to, so another thing you can do, you guys can hear me okay, right? Get some matte spray cleaner. I like to use either matte Mr. Super Clear or some testers. Give everything a little spray because sometimes the varnish, or not sorry, the varnish, the mold release will leak through. I'm not gonna do it today. I already, you know, I guess I could do it another day. But it will help keep the mold release from leaking. But also, I'm going to show you some other tricks. You can hear good. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. And then I'm going to start spray it. I want a soft, blurry dot. That's how I want it. And do you see how I'm doing soft? Just soft, quick spurts. I'm not hosing it down because can you see this? See how it's kind of beading up? What you want to do is give the airbrush a chance. See how it beads up a little bit when it's wet? Give it a chance to dry while it's doing that. Right? And then once you have a little layer and it's all dry, it will act like a little tooth and it will be so much easier to cover that second layer. So just all over the place. You're just going to give these light, short, quick, and see where it beads up a little bit. That's because, again, it's the resin sometimes repels. It's a little bit hydrophobic. Getting up to speed with 40K, Lord, this guy is a heretic. Yeah, I think so. He's part of the Dark Angels. He's the leader of the Dark Angels, I believe. So, no, Dark Angels are... I thought they were the good guys. I don't know. See, it beat it up right. It beat it up right there, and then that means I'm gonna like go somewhere else. Go somewhere else so that way, if it beads up, you're not making a big, huge spray everywhere. Oops, see that? That's what I'm talking about. Where it beads up like that, just let it dry. Let it dry. Come back. If you do these short bursts, now over here it's dry. Watch what happens. Now, when I come and spray over it the second time, it covers much better. You see how it's more smooth? Can't exactly put memes in here. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope. Okay, so it's beating up over here, so that means I'm continuing to move around the model. It's time consuming and boring, but it's so important for good priming. Now, another thing you can do, you can spray, but you can also press straight down and look, just air is coming out, that dries it out. So I can dry, I can prime and dry. So I can spray and then dry. See, you can see it drying right in front of your face. Watch again. Now it's wet. Now I'm just blowing the air. See, it's spidered a little bit, but that's okay if it spiders there because the model's going to get covered. It doesn't matter. Now it's dry. Now when I go to spray back over it, it doesn't bead up. See that? It doesn't beat up as much. Now we'll dry. Another thing you can do, I get it or don't get it, usually wash the resin with an old treat. Yeah, I already did that, Tom Banjo. We already did that, and I also recommend sealing it with a little matte fixative beforehand, because that will make it, because I didn't do that. But that will make it even easier to seal with the primer. We could spray it. I'm just worried about the ventilation in here if I spray the matte sealer. See, it's starting to get covered now. And I need to be checking my needle to make sure I don't have... Yeah, we talked about that. In fact, I even made a video about washing models on my Instagram and my Twitter and my Facebook, so you can check that out as well. It's just a little quick one. Okay, now I'm doing a little bit bigger blast. So as I'm covering, I can do a little bit bigger blast because we've got a layer. Once you have a layer, then you can start blasting it a little bit more. Most primers, you really want to let them cure 24 hours before you start painting it, or you can also hit it with a hairdryer to speed up the curing process a little bit. But it really helps to let the primer cure, so that way you don't end up with the chipping. See, now I've got a nice good layer. I can just go right over that. You avoid spraying that indoors. Yeah, sealants are very hazardous. That's why I'm not doing it. Yeah. I always take my sealers and I take them outside. There's a lot of people who don't think enough about their lungs. And then they get into trouble when they get older. Because whatever goes in your lungs will probably be there forever. Okay, we're getting more of this and more of this painted, see? Now you can see it's kind of wet, which means that I will probably take this with a hairdryer. And just, it will not only help cure, but it'll also help. There. Okay, let me go ahead and do the hairdryer trick. Bear with me. I'm going to mute. Okay, I'm muting. 1 second. There we go. There we go. Now you can hear me. Where's the cat hair? Is it on this one? Yes, it is on this one. Okay, let me check. Let me take off my glasses and look. Yeah, it is. It's on the stick. Okay, I don't see it on the model. Thank goodness. I think we're good. All right. I know. Anyway, my point was, see how I'm just moving around the model with these little short blasts. That's what I learned. You need mic again? Wait, you can hear me? Ashkadellen is like either behind or I'm lagging or you can't hear me. Okay, you can hear me. I want to make sure. Okay, good. You're good. Okay, I'm just moving my model around. Again with the soft just brush. Now it's drying a little bit, so I'm going to hit it with just the air. And you can do it like a rocking, where you rock it back and forth and you kind of, but that usually will, sometimes that will get you dry tip. So see, the second layer of paint is going on much quicker because it's sticking to the first layer of paint. And as I'm moving him around, now I can go over here with the air. Your video is about 30 seconds. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Okay. See how that's drying with just the air? Now you can add that third layer, and it will probably be good to go after the third layer. Make sure I'm turning him all the directions that I can to be able to see. That looks pretty good. Now I ran out of paint. I just noticed that. So that's still drying. I'm gonna blow the air on him before I set him down. Your ISP seems to throttle when you use Dropbox. Oh, weird. That is strange. Are you trying to use Dropbox while you're watching me? All right, that's done. I'm just drying that out a little bit. Okay, so this is dry. I'm going to put just a smidge of spray through here. So that way we make sure that there's not dried paint on the walls. Okay. And I've got my little dump pot. Oh, you used it earlier? Oh, because it's just, I got you. They're just a schmutz company. I love it. See, I'm pulling this dried paint up and out. I don't want that to be down into the, I don't want that down. Up and out. There we go, it's coming out. Good, good, good. Try to get as much of these little pieces of dried paint. Let's do another thing to spray through. Sometimes it just melts. I can see little pieces of paint floating in the water. So that means I'm just going to dump that whole thing because I don't want any pieces. Yeah, that's going to be good. Okay, good. I'm going to wipe that out. Ooh. Okay, let's spray through and see. Still got a little black on there, but that's okay because we're going to put more black. We're going to put more black. I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to use my big bottle. I feel like some of these kind of get old. Let's see what this one is. That's gloss. I don't want gloss. There's a good one. That's just plain black primer. Okay. Thank you for following Darkwave 1984. Okay. See, that seems like it's going to be matte. Let's look. The gloss primer, it makes sense. If I was spraying gloss primer on, then it makes sense that it would be a little bit more hydrophobic. Let's do this. This is his little... Does anybody know if his fur is white or not? Let me look at his. I can't tell what color his little fur is. I saw your vids a while ago on YouTube and love them. I had to join the stream. Yay! Thank you so much for joining us. Does anybody know if his little fur is white or not? I just need to know if I need to paint that. Let's go ahead and blast this real quick. Oh yeah, this is definitely going on a whole lot different than the other paint was. It seems like it's coating much faster. This will be much better. First Legion. There's already some dry tip there. Yeah. I think I was using a gloss. Let's see what happens when I do this over the top. We'll see if that dries matte. I think Lions of Caliban were in mountains. Okay, so if it's a lion, it'll be light then. We'll do his little halo. His little pistol. See how much faster this is going with the actual matte paint. I think that other bottle of primer I had might have been going bad. There we go. This is going much, much faster. The Forgeworld website has a 360 view if you need to see it. Oh, they were ginger. Okay, so we can use black. Tabby cats. Oh, that's amazing. Ginger lions. Lions of Caliban. Isn't it amazing how detailed the world is? Like, if you have a question about anything in the Warhammer world, coat is more sand colored. Okay, so then we'll prime it white. That's fine. But anyway, my point is like, there's an answer for every question. If you could, you'll know what color rivets that, you know, certain chapter uses. Because somebody else already, you know, recorded it. All right, I'm going to use the air. This is just the air. Get that dry with just the air. See? Now we can quickly spray this part. Okay. So much to do. See, this one is going by, so this paint is much better. If you have a primer that beads up on you and is acting funny, just, you know, try a different one. This one doesn't, not only is it drying faster, but it's not beating up on me like the other one was. And it's making my job easier too. Last little bit on that. Okay, that's awesome. Now we got Lion. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and prime all of him black. And then when it comes time to doing his little breach cloud, we'll go ahead and paint that white. But I need to get the black underneath and in between his legs first, just so that that is all painted. Moving around. I can tell this is beating up a little bit more. There might just be a little bit more mold release agent on it. So we'll just go ahead and do our thing. The thing with GW is that all lore is canon. Even when it contradicts itself in places, they just say it's tainted by the warp. So it's brilliant and infuriating. That's amazing. That is really funny. So somebody tell me what exactly the warp is. Is it, uh-oh, I think I just found a little, hold on. I gotta get this now. So you might want to check all your models because sometimes you find a little gate. See right here, this is a, when you have these, let me hold this better. There we go, I got it. See if I can get that mold line off. Much better. Okay. I'm checking the other side. There's another one. It's a small one. There we go. And I think everything else is already, I just found, whenever you do priming, you'll always find your mold lines. You'll always find them. So it's a good time to go through, cut them out. So annoying. Well, let's prime right over that. Much better. I can hear a little whistle. That usually means there's a little dry tip. Listen to your airbrush. It will tell you what it needs you to do. Oop, see, I can hear it again. A little piece. There we go. If it's not coming, there we go. There was like a little chunk in there or something. Okay, I think I got almost all of him primed. Let's see. Nope. Get that little crook under his arm. I like to have as many things glued on as I can, but sometimes it won't, you know, sometimes you have to sub-assemble some of it. That's good. That's probably a good amount. All right, let me check chat. We found a picture where the coat is sand colored inside and dark angel green on the outside. Oh, cool. Yeah. One thing, yeah. If you've seen Event Horizon, the warp is like the evil realm to transport to. Oh, very cool. Hi, Walter's Workshop. What cute emotes. Like what Darkwave 1984 said, think of the place that Dr. Strange travels to. Oh, that's cool. Let's get this side of the lion cloak. Ah! That was a lot. Okay. That's good enough. Now, Let's do the little black helmet. Now don't forget, we're going to paint those wings white. So we're going to do this black first. And we might actually end up using some silly putty to mask. Alright, let's just dry that with the airbrush. Get that completely dry. You're always terrified to prime minis and paint them on sprues because you feel like they're going to have a mold line in this. Yeah. The stuff is so little though. Most of it I've checked. I've gone through and I've checked. So it's a good point. I mean, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll cut it off the sprue before I paint it. But I prime it on the sprue so I can, that actually makes it easier to find the mold lines. I always find the mold lines after I prime. Uh-oh, see that? See it's beading? Let's dry it. And for some reason, I don't know why, but sometimes my airbrush blows clear water. It's like condensation or something. I'm not sure why it's doing that, and it'll just drip. I might need a moisture trap, but that's probably what I need. So the Forgeworld 360 seems to match the lore for the lion. They have a collar of black claws. Oh, that's cool. Let's do the claws black. There, claws are black. Alright, I'm just going to wipe the bottom of this because I feel like there's some kind of condensation in there. Cup of tea! Alright, that is almost done. See, we get that water. And does anybody have any idea why that happens? That little bit of condensation? There we go. It seems like it doesn't happen when I'm able to blast. When I just blow the air, that's when it happens the most. Okay. We'll lay that down. What else is left? We got this. His little backpack, jetpack. Can they fly with these? Does anybody know? Or are these just powering their suit? This is like the generator pack, right? I'm probably getting that lore all wrong. Let's try that with the air. Does my compressor? It does not. It has a little one, but it doesn't have an inline one, and I need to get one. Oh, let me check it. Maybe it's full. Hold on. You're probably right. It's been a while. It looks like it's... Oh! Alright, there was a good amount of moisture in there. Let's see if it helps. Nope, that powers the armor. It pretty much is a nuclear generator. Woo! That's cool. I love how much people know about this stuff. Why aren't there any flying space marines? Are there any? There needs to be. Is that too OP? Uh-oh, now we're spraying water. Hi, all right, backside. We were just discussing why
Why aren't there any flying space marines? We think that maybe there should be. There are jump pack troops. Oh, very cool. So I have some Eldar, and some of my Eldar have like wings. And I think that's pretty cool. They're like, not harpies, but they're something like that. Okay. Swooping hawks, yeah. I love my Eldar so much. Okay, so remember that stick that we made? Let's take that dry. That head is dry now, so I can take that off. Now we can do this. See? Ready made. Oh, it's gonna blow. Oh, yeah, it's gonna blow. Okay, let's just see if I can hold it on a little bit. That's pretty good. This is a little bit curved. I'm gonna have to hit that with a hairdryer though. Holy crap. I think that there was a car accident on the highway behind my house. I just heard a huge crash. Whoa. I hope people are okay. Hold on, I'm gonna text Mike because that sounded scary. Wow. Hold on, let me text him and see what happened. Okay, Mike, here we go. Yeah. There's a highway right outside, like, it's pretty far back from our house. But there have been accidents before. I know, I don't know. We'll just hope that nothing's bad. I don't hear anything else, so that's good. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it was just my neighbor, like, he's got like a kiddie pool. Maybe that was what it was. Anyway, I asked Mike to check. All right, there we go. So now I'm gonna just blow that with the air. Get that nice and dry before I set it down. Did you guys hear it? Did you hear the crash? I can't remember if it was loud enough. Okay, that's good. Now, same thing with this sword. You didn't hear it? Okay, good. There we go. Like I said, maybe it was nothing. Oop. See, that's why I like this. I can just pick it right back up without touching it. The sword is a little bit curved as well, but again, we can cure it with the hairdryer. Okay, I will leave that. Let's blow that with air. Maybe not that much air. Oh, it's blowing, spitting water again. Yeah, so I'm just going to lay that down and hope that doesn't... Okay, I think I got everything. I think I got everything that I wanted to primed black. Everything else is going to be white or zenithal now. So then I'm going to dump this back. Let me check. No, okay, so Mike said that it's just neighbor kids being noisy. So that's good. Nothing scary. Very glad. just about every airbrush system needs a moisture trap, like an inline one. I've never needed an inline one because I don't airbrush that much, but maybe I should get one. This one has a moisture trap, but it's just not an inline one. Okay, where did my dump pot go? Here it is. Let's check our music and make sure our music's still going. Yep, good. Maybe that'll be next on my shopping list for the stream, is to get a moisture trap. All right, before I do anything with the walls of this paint, I'm just gonna run that through. The moisture that's in the tank air, it's the moisture that's in the tank air that helps reduce. That makes a lot of sense. I'm surprised that there's that much moisture in the air. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. Now it's going down. I think you're right. All right, backside. I'm pretty sure you are. It makes sense. And it has been a while since I've done anything to reduce the moisture, to be honest. All right. That. Oh no. I had this fall off. Alright, now I'll do one more pass and then we'll scrape it out. Kind of softens up the side too, and it should come, maybe we can get it to come out in one piece. There we go, that's awesome. Let's see if I can get it to come out in one piece. Can I do it? I think I can. Ba-da, bazinga! I got it out. Okay, that's awesome. I love that. Satisfying. Okay, last thing we're going to do is get our white, the almighty white. And I'm going to put a little bit of airbrush medium. Where is it? Do I have a little bit? This is airbrush medium from Liquitex. I'm just going to put a few drops in here before and then mix it up with my white. Just 2 drops. Because I want this white to flow smooth and not be speckled. Which Stynylrez is some of the best primer out there. I'm going to use a different brush because I don't want any black contaminating my almighty white. Okay. Let's rinse that. All right, we're going to spray a little bit of white, there we go. Let's spray it onto the black, see if I can, perfect. Now, let's grab our guy, and I need to use my silly putty. Let's see if I can find my silly putty. There it is. Perfect. And I'm just going to mask off his armor in some spots so that I can paint the little breech clout here. I'm going to do it in sections. Wait, I really want to make that thin right there. Okay, so there we go. See that? Cover that leg. I'm just going to mask off everything I don't want to be white. I don't want most of his outfit to be white. Ooh. Okay. This is why I love Silly Putty, because it sticks to itself. Look at that. And it won't pull off the paint off the model. That's the other thing. All right, that is good enough. So where's my airbrush? And I'm gonna hold it this way. I'm gonna shoot toward the model in the direction. I need to make sure this is coming out. There we go. There's a little bit of water coming out still. See what I'm doing? And I'm doing, again, short little bursts because I don't want, see, and I get a little bit more dry tip with white. So I'm watching that. Woo! That came out really fast. I think a little piece just came loose. Okay, that's good enough. Got it? Okay. That's probably good. Notice that everything else, I'm going to let that dry. And what else do we want white? We want this to be white. So let me move everything. I don't want anything to get any paint on it just by accident. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. This right here. See? I'm going to leave the back black because it's going to be in shadow anyway. Okay. All of this, that's fine. Let's just do a light dusting of zenithal. Let's say here. Okay, so if I'm facing, let's do it this way. So we're just going to do a light dusting so we can see the parts, you know. You can see the model so much better now. Okay, do you guys see how that did that? All of this stuff is going to have more dark because the sunlight is hitting it that way. And I didn't go full white with that. I didn't go. All right, let's put this on. See? Same direction. Okay, and then the last piece. Here, remember we magnetized everything already? Oh, come on. There. That's looking really nice. Is this helping you guys at all? Is this interesting to you? Some people are being quiet, so I want to make sure that I'm not boring you guys. You seriously need to clean your airbrush more thoroughly. Pull out the needle. You found 3 layers of paint. Oh, I know. You're telling my story here. Let's do this. Does anybody know offhand if he's got a power sword? He probably does. Okay. And I just hit a little bit of the hands. Okay. Yes, it's helpful. Okay, I'm glad. That makes me feel better. Not a power sword? Okay. Well, it's okay. It's still a sword. You think it's interesting, it's just the beginning, but that's so, I know, and that's the thing is, all this prep work is so important to what the final result is, and sometimes, a lot of times those steps are missing in your tutorials. Alright, now, I'm going to put a little bit of silly putty. This is dry now, so we can take this silly putty off. I want you to watch what's going to happen here when we take off this silly putty. See this? What happens? You get this nice white breech clout here. Now let's go to this part of his helmet. This is tricky. Preparation is everything at every work. That is so true. Find it very helpful. Your kind of bursty airbrush technique is very different from what I was taught. I learned it from Angel Giraldes. He's the one that does this bursty technique. And it is helpful. It really made a difference because I'm not like blasting it. Like, can you see how I'm shaping the putty around here? The silly putty is awesome. And it's so cheap. It doesn't stick to the model. It just comes, it's masked so nice. I don't have to be perfect here. But I just need to get the parts that are black to stay black. Because I can always paint black over white. But painting white over black is a pain unless you're using an airbrush. Alright, where's my little, there we go. Smush that down in there. We want enough of this Valkyrie wings. See, that is probably good enough. Oh, we got to mess this little bit right here too. Slide back. There we go. Alright, and then cut away our magnet. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. We just need enough magnet showing. Okay, and I just see a little bit of this black showing through. I can cover that back up. Okay. Now let's try it. Let's try to get these little wings as best as I can. See how I'm holding it? I'm holding it the direction so that it leaves some of that black in the shadows. See how it left that drop shadow? Because that was because of the angle that I held it at. Okay, there's a little crust. That's nice. This is going to be tricky on the inside. Because this is not a finesse airbrush. This particular airbrush is more of a workhorse airbrush. There we go. Get this as white as I can. Because like I said, it's easier to go all the way white and then light and darken it than it is to go gray and then try to lighten it from there. Oops. All right, let's let that dry for a minute. Let's go back to his outfit. He's got a whole little tabard on. that we're going to try to get here. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to just try to see how I can cover that. I'm just going to do parts at a time. Let's see if that works a little better. Ooh, if I can do parts at a time. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's masking. Alright, I'm going to do that bit. If I can just mask off bits at a time, then it will be a little bit easier, maybe. Cover up his shoulder pauldron. And then the last bit here, we're going to do this. Alright, this is tricky. Let's see if this works. Okay. Let's take that off. Let's see what happens. Yep, not bad. Not bad. Ooh, I'm liking it. Okay. We need to let that dry. Let's go back to the helmet. Where's my glasses? They're right on my head. You learned that from, wait. So, preparation. Yeah, you learned that from rattle can usage. You assumed it was the same idea. Matt Mrozek was the first person I saw to use silly putty to mask. Such a neat idea. Yeah, I don't remember who told me to use silly putty. What do I use for gaps? What gaps? We use all kinds of stuff. All right, backside, most of the time we use Fix It. This is our main gap filler. That's our main one. With these Forgeworld models, though, most of his gaps are going to be hidden. Like, there's a gap right here. I don't know if you can see that gap. That's going to be completely hidden by his backpack and his cloak. So we're not going to worry about it. Let's get this off. I can sometimes just use a big piece of putty to take off the little. There we go. That's much better. See, we've got a little bit of overspray, but you know what? We can cover that right back up with the black. But look at how beautiful that came out with so little effort. And there's a little bit that could be redone there, but that's okay. The main part is on there. Okay, let's see if this is dry. Looks like it is. So let's go back in here. Now we can cover up this whole side. Yep, right here, because we're going to get up in there. You've been using green stuff, and honestly, I hate it too. I don't like green stuff. I don't use it. I really don't use it at all. I like the Fix It. It doesn't shrink. It is sandable. It's not very expensive. And you get a little piece of it, and it's really good for a long time. You get those 2 tubs have been lasting me a really long time. All right. Let's see about painting that. And then we're going to cover up his waist again. We got a little bit of extra on his. See that? And again, I don't think I'm gonna, I'll just do a little bit right here. Whoops. There we go. It's beating up a little bit. Okay, that's gonna get covered up mostly. Let's take this off. And now we'll do the back side because he's got another whole piece of cloth back there that we want to get. Oh, this is tricky. Hold on. I like to do it in chunks. It feels like it's a little bit easier that way. Oh no! Okay. Got the legs. Now last part. Again, a lot of this is going to get covered, but I just need to make sure. There we go. Cover up that little bit of leg. There. Okay, now we can do this part. I feel like I just sprained my finger. Oh. There. See how it's kind of got that wraparound shadow a little bit? Perfect. I see this lion now. I get it. That's awesome. All right, let's see if I can take this off. So nice. It'll be so nice to paint all that. Boom. See? Just took a little bit of patience and a little bit of putty, and we got that ready. Now, I don't think I'm going to do much zenithal with him. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. Because his armor is black, and I want to figure out my highlights with a different color, like that is all going to be, I think we got it all. Yeah. Oh, I remember. We're going to paint this white. Yes. We're going to prime it all white. And it's the same thing. I hear a little something, so that means there's schmutz. Painting black scares the bejesus out of me. As much as I love color, I just find it hard to paint with all the lighting and whatnot. And I've been painting since '95. That's interesting, because I think painting black's not too difficult, you know? I find it easier, actually. Do you see the beading? See what I mean? I'm just going to let it dry. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let it dry. I'm going to give this a little bit of a spray here. See, that one's getting white. Let's see what happens if I can just blow some air on this. You know what? Because there's such a pile of paint, I'm kind of scared. I'm just going to put a little water on my brush. I'm just going to lift some of that up. Okay, now I'm going to spray it again. It's such a thin layer that we can probably get rid of it. Maybe. I need more thinner. No, I don't need thinner. I need more paint. Sorry, a little bit more of this. Just a little bit. There, I finally got enough of a layer of that white that I was able to hide that extra. It's a little thick, but okay, I'm not going to touch that again. Now let's get out our stick. Remember our little stick? We can take this head off and grab that head. This is the screaming head. Screaming! Perfect. That's it. Get all the sides. All right, let's take a look one more time at our cloak. It's still drying. I'm going to hit it with a hair dryer because I'm kind of scared. I did say it 89 times. Let me go ahead and mute myself. 1 second. There we go. That came out. That actually did a lot of good. Look at that. It's nice. It's pretty smooth. I see a little bit, but now you can see there's a little bit right here. I kind of need to get in there a little bit. But for the most part, it's looking really good. There we go. This primer self-levels, and that's one thing I love about it. Look at how smooth that is. Now, if I remember right, his cloak is green on one side and white on the inside, right? So this is going to be a really beautiful, bright color because of the white. All right, so you know what? I just want to hit him with a tiny bit of zenithal, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, because I'm going to end up painting him black. You'll see. Doo-doo. Screaming head. See how that just made that pop? And then let's just do the little gun. That's just fine. All right, everything else doesn't need any more. I think we're good to go. We're out of that primer. That's perfect. Let's put the spray through inside. All right, let's put the thinner back here. We're done with this. Whew. All right, I need to go look at the 360 because I want to start on his cloak at least before we go, because we've got another hour. We could paint a little bit of him. Do you guys want to see me start painting him, or do you think this is a good place to stop? I will leave it up to you. Most of you guys, this is like your, well, it is Friday. It is Friday. Most of you don't have to be up to work. Paint? Okay. Manager Schmoo says paint. All right, let's do it. Paint. All right. I like that idea. Can one of my moderators, all right, backside, can you get me the link to Lionel Johnson's 360 and put that in chat so we can all look at that? Feels like you just got here. Yeah, okay, we can definitely paint. You kind of did just get here, Dark Wave, so there we go. That was fast. Thank you for that. Let's take a look at the 360. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. Very beautiful. Okay. Here's the 360. Ooh, oh my God. Yes, dark angels are they have some of the most beautiful colors. I love to paint green. I will tell you that right now. Green is one of my favorite colors to paint. So we're gonna have a blast with this cloak. All right, I did 2 rounds of spray through. Let's see if we can pick out. Maybe not. See, white acts differently. I might not be able to get it out in one piece. I think I can though. Well, not entirely one piece. Let's see. Maybe mostly one piece. It's coming out. Slowly. There we go. But yeah, it's definitely not coming out in one piece though. Holy cow. Put a little bit more spray through in there. That should loosen it up. Yes, much better. Oh, see, I made a big mistake right there. I stirred it. Don't stir. Let's dump that. Try to dump out most of those little pieces. Okay, come on. Now we might need a wipe. Ooh, you know, one of the things I like about, whoa, that's beautiful. Holy crap. So if you go and look on that link that just got put up, you can see other people's paint jobs sometimes on Warhammer. It's like hashtag painting Forgeworld. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Anyway, whoever did this did a fantastic, gorgeous job. Somehow made it look like smoke is coming off of him. It's beautiful. A lot of blood. All right, last little bit of spray through, and then we're going to be able to paint, I think. Can I scrub it off? Maybe. Sometimes those little cleaning brushes are what you need. Right. But still. I don't advise using an X-Acto in your airbrush cup because you can scratch the, there, now I got it out though. Okay. Okay, that's much better. Still a few pieces floating. Let me get that out. Okay. Let's pick a beautiful green. Hold on one second. I'm going to look at the 360 again. Oops, going too far. There we go. 360. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I think this Chimera green, this one right here, I think would be great. Let's see if I can thin it enough to put through the airbrush. I'm going to start with a darker green and go lighter. Alfarius looks a great model to paint, yeah. Primeric line have some, I agree, they do have some of the best models. They're just amazing, aren't they? I need to get a little mixing cup. Hold on a second here. Again, I learned all this from Untitled. Just watch his YouTube videos. He has a YouTube channel and he's a wizard. He's a wizard. Da 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 da. Primark. Shame the heretics are in denial. Oh, really? Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Guess I don't need to thin it as much as I thought I did. We're going to add a smidge of thinner just in case. There. And I'm going to stir it. What do you guys think of this green? It's a bluish green. We're going to start with it on top of our white. Yep, I think that's going to look great. I'm sure there is a GW equivalent to phthalo green. Okay, let's see. Let's blow this through. Oh yeah. All right, now I'm going to hold this. You know what? I need to mask off the fur a little bit. Maybe. Right now my 30K army is Alpha Legion and my 40K army is Dark Angels. Ah. Okay. I just want to mask off the fur. I don't care too much about the claws. I just want to make sure that I don't lose my white lion fur here. Should be a dark forest green. Don't worry. We'll get it there. It has to start out with the blue. You need the blue for the shadows. Trust. Trust me! I'm going to get it there. We're underpainting. We're going to do the shadows. We're getting a little bit darker each time. Uh-oh. That's okay. Because of the thing I'm going to do, it's all right. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. But I can fix that as well. We're getting a little clog. Hold on. Oh, don't roll over. There we go. And Shoshie, we trust. You try to trust me. Yep. It's a little bit watery, and I think that's because I put a little too much thinner in it. Okay, I'm trying not to get any green on that side. I need to blow dry it. Hold on. The lovely thing about airbrushing is that if you make a mistake, you can fix it pretty quickly, which I just made a mistake, so you're going to get to There we go. Okay, so what I was trying to show you guys on this was clearly I made some mistakes, but we don't care about that because we're going to fix it. And I want you to not be afraid to make mistakes. Okay, so what I did was my paint was too thin and it was spidering and it was going crazy. So I had no control over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a darker color and go over it. Because airbrush is so thin, you can really hide a lot with airbrush. This paint is more opaque. This paint is more transparent. So this will go over that pretty easily. We're going to blow the rest of that other color through. And when the new color starts coming out, we know we're ready. See, now it's starting to come out. The new color is coming out. Let's see if I can cover this up. Let's do a little prayer circle for this. Hold on a second. Not a clever, but c'est la vie. Here, let me do a little thinner in there, just because it wasn't coming out as quickly as I wanted it to. And we're going to stir. I don't want to stir with that brush. Let's use a different brush. There we go. There we go. Let's try this. You can hear me now, right? All right, backside? It's still spidering. Can you see how much spidering it's doing? I'm not sure if I need to pull back on it or if... There we go. Now the new color is coming through and it's not spidering. Okay, let's try now. I'm going to wait for my compressor to catch up with me. There we go, we're fixing it. Much better, much better. Gonna grab some dinner? Okay. Whoops, see, now it's spidering on me again. I don't want that. There we go. All right. There is I think there's a chunk. I think I might need to reset my needle here. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. All right. Much better. See, we're cleaning it up. See how we fixed it? Much, 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 much better. Now I hear that little spits. It's spitting a little bit on me. I don't know why it's spitting. Hold on. Okay. You would have just rage quit. But do you see, that's why I'm showing you this, is because I don't want you to rage quit, because there's so much you can do, especially with airbrushing. in fixing stuff. See? We're getting there. The trick is to make sure to do those little short bursts so that you can get it to be thin. The next time you screw up, remember Shoshie's wise words. Exactly. All right, I'm going to blow air so I can start to dry this part right here. Now I can spray over the top of it. See, we're getting somewhere. It's already looking a trillion. So we fixed it. I would say we fixed it. My hand is shaking a little bit. It's funny. Okay, we did get a little bit of overspray underneath. That's okay. That will give us a little bit of definition for later, for the white. You do certain angles. Make sure to hit it at certain angles so that way it doesn't overspray. See? There. I'm looking for the angles right now. So here. All right. I can see that this might make a little bit of a line right there. So I'm going to dry that. See, it did make a little bit of a line, but it's okay. So we're going to spray back over it. See? Now, I want to show you. Let's add a little bit of this brighter green. I need to look at my example real quick. Yep, I'm going to use a little bit of this brighter green mixed in here. Okay. Just 1 or 2 drops. Let's mix it. Mix it. That'll be my next layer here. We'll add a little drop of thinner, just a drop. Again, we don't want it to spider, so that's why I'm not adding too much thinner. The monument paints, they don't need a lot of thinner, if any. See how it's coming out dark? Okay, now we're getting that lighter color, and we can start hitting. I want you to aim the same direction as the folds. And mostly on the bottoms of the folds to start, because that's where that light is going to hit. Right on the apex and on the bottom of the cloak. We can give it a little bit more of a blast on some of the very top. Start thinking about the zenithal aspects of it, right? Okay, that is very pretty, isn't it? Very pretty. Very dark angels colored. I'm going to add a little bit more of this beautiful green. 2 more drops. Drop. That was a big drop. Maybe just 1. Maybe just 1, and then we'll add a drop of thinner. Oop, that's too much thinner. I already can tell that. That's okay. We'll stir. If we have to add more paint, we can. Now we're going to blow this through till the new color. Oh, so that is spidering like heck. So let's add some more paint to it till it's the right consistency. More. There, that is perfect. I think it's going to be bright though. That's the only thing. There we go. All right, now I'm going to slowly, again with the zenithal, think about where that brightness is. Right? Yep, just like that. You can, the closer you get, the more you can concentrate it, but then you also run the risk of spidering a little bit. See that beautiful highlight? Ooh, I like that. What do you think? We should do a little bit more right here. Very beautiful. Okay? What do you think? I'm just kind of checking. Where do I need a little bit more? Fixing it. If we need to go back down, we can go back down. I love that. That is gorgeous. Okay, I don't want to touch it because there's so much I want to do. So now let me go back to chat and look at what you guys said. How do ProCrowd Transparents airbrush? They're amazing. They're beautiful. They give it a different texture. Yeah, isn't that lush green beautiful? And smooth. And that's something that, especially with GW, people like it smooth. If you want it smooth, learn to airbrush. Because I personally don't have the patience to sit and blend and blend and blend and blend and blend. Because I am not patient. Not a patient person. All right, I got to blow this through. Very pretty green. Good. Yeah, that's going to be really nice. You want it as perfect as you can, and then we can kind of dirty it up and add the little details to it that make it feel like a real fabric. Oh, come on, this is slow. I'm going to do two of these, and then we'll run. Let's see what happens when we take this off. So we got our color. Oh, we got a little bit extra. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. Maybe our best bet to cut, because see where the mask didn't cover? I might want to blow through some more color on that. It's better to go over the lion. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah. So I'm going to try really hard to be very careful here. See? Just blend that in till that extra is gone, and that is awesome. Okay, I'm glad I did that. Let's blow this through again. That's why I'm glad I took that off when I did. Now, one thing you could do, because I got that so perfect, I might think about hitting that with some spray varnish, with just a little bit of spray varnish, this Mr. Super Clear, because it will set it. And then if I make like mistakes, I can fix it. It'll create like a set point, because I really like that is about as perfect as I could get. All right, more spray through. Come on. My airbrush has about had it. This might be the most airbrushing I've done on stream too. All right. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put the spray through in here, clean this out. Where'd my brush go? You may have an airbrush. You may have to airbrush a cloak tomorrow. Yeah. And this VOD will be here if you need to take a look at it again. For sure. One thing you could also do is I also did a, gosh, did I stream that? I don't even remember if I streamed it. I don't think I did. Well, maybe I did. A long time ago, I did a tutorial, no, I didn't stream it. I think it was entirely picture tutorial. I did an entire picture tutorial of the Primark Mortarion. And so you can actually probably Google Shoshie Mortarion, and you might be able to find that. I don't know whether, I think it might be on Facebook actually. So you might be able to Google Shoshie Mortarion. Or you can try looking on YouTube, because there's a chance that I streamed it. I don't remember. Does anybody here remember that far back? It's been so long. I don't think I was streaming when I did Mortarion. So much paint in this. It's way easier to get primer out of a brush than it is to get paint. Lamunas, how are you? Subscribing for 34 months. That's more than 3 years. For sure. Hype, hype, hype. Three amounts of hype. All right, let's write down Lamunas, because he's a super subscriber. Super subscriber. Okay, I'm gonna put this green away. I don't know why it did that to you, Ailey. It doesn't, I don't know why. That's so weird. Ooh, that is a lot of green still. Hold on. Oh, sometimes my airbrush doesn't like me. Doesn't want to be clean. Okay, let's try this one more time. I think this is the final trick. Here we go. See if it's flowing clean. No, it's still not. Oh my god. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of alcohol in this. I don't recommend putting alcohol into your airbrush a lot, because you can strip the seals, but maybe every now and then a tiny bit can sometimes really help. Yeah, see how that's clean? So much better. I'm going to pull the needle out. Happy Friday, Lamunas! Okay. Now we can go ahead. There was a little paint on the needle, that's why. Put this back here. Let's put Lamunas on the paper. Ooh, I have too many There we go. N-E-S-S. I had too many M's and not enough S's. There we go. All right, let's take a look at this. A part of me really wants to frickin' set it. You're driving, so you're going covert? Okay. That's fine. I'm going to turn off my airbrush. And let's do some painting on this fur. It looks like it's a bone color. What could I use? Let's do this Xandri dust. Let's do Xandri dust. It's a nice dark brown color that we can lighten up with other colors later. Yep. Okay. I'm taking off my glasses. Citadel colors sometimes are really some of the best paints to paint Warhammer with. They're just what the models are designed for. I don't have a palette handy. That's funny. I could use this. I'll just put a little bit of paint in there. We'll use a dry palette because I'm being lazy. I don't have my wet palette ready. Okay. Ooh, it's a little wiggly. Why is it so wiggly? Oh my goodness. See, now some of that green can then go and be a little bit of shadow for me. A little bit. Oh, I love how opaque Citadel colors are. I'm still wearing my mask because I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and airbrush again, and also because I've got these crazy lines on my face now from the airbrush. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm going to hold this down. Let me take off my mask. Lost my glasses. There we go. Ooh, can you see my face marks? That's what I get. Safety is not beauty. Back with my Bronco hat. Okay. Glasses are off again. I love that I'm only really having to do like a couple coats with this. Maybe there, oh, I see a little crack. That's what, okay. Let me add a little water to that. The reason why I didn't have to thin my paint as much is because I'm using, this is the airbrush paint, so it's already a little bit thin. But if you're using the regular, definitely thin it. If you thin the airbrush too much, it will just run everywhere and you'll have to do a million coats. All right, there we go. I'm just looking things over to see if I need to do another coat over here. That's gorgeous. What I could also do, so there's two things that I would do for this cloak is I would first hit it with a hairdryer because it cures the paint. Even though it's dry, it's still kind of in a curing process. And if you hit it with the
hair dryer, it's like it sets it a little bit more. And then the next thing I would do is go ahead and just hit it with the fixative. I'm going to probably do that after stream. Okay. Now let's do those teeth the same color. These little lion claws. Actually, I think they're supposed to be black, but that's okay. We'll blacken them up. We'll start out with a light and we'll go dark. Okay. Let's do this side here. Beautiful. Okay. I just realized this part up here probably needs to be green as well. We'll just deal with that when we come to it. Yeah. All right. Waiting for that to dry. I'm going to go look at my example again. Yep, they're definitely supposed to be black. That's okay. And for my next color, I'm going to use a little bit of ivory mixed with the Xandri dust. Or sorry, is it Xandri dust? Yes, it's the Xandri dust to make a lighter Xandri dust color for my highlights for the fur, the tawny lion fur. Yeah, that might be a little light, but we're gonna give it a try. It might be a little light, but I'd rather go, we can always go too high and then knock it down. Oh, it's still drying. Let's see what happens when I just wet blend it over the top. Yeah, we might want to wait. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm going to wait for that to dry. Let's hit that with a hair dryer. Okay, I'm going to mute. Boop, doop, boop, boop. Okay. There we go. So we got that dry. Now I can use a rougher. Is that green? That's got green in it. Let's try that. And I've kind of got a craft brush because when you use a really nice brush on something that is this rough, odds are you could mess up your brush. So that's why I'm using a little bit of craft brush. And I'm going with the hair to hit that texture. It's not quite a dry brush. And I'm getting the edges of those hairs. There. And like I said, I may do a wash on that and we'll see. But so far so good. I can see there's a little crack. Can you guys see there's a little crack right here? Might have to reinforce that one. And let's use the transparent black. I'll show you guys that. I'm going to take some transparent black and go over those claws. You'll see what that does. It allows me to layer it and still have some of that color underneath show through. Let's get the other side here. Boom. Okay, and I can pull this around. And when I do this with the transparent, and see how I'm thinning it out right there? It just kind of, it's going to leave some highlights, almost like painting with a wash, but not quite. But it's going to dry matte. That's the other thing. Cool. Okay, one other thing I want to do with the transparent is just go in here under the fur and use it to dark line a little bit. To give that fur a drop shadow and to give it more of a 3D effect. It's also going to hide where we missed our mask. And then I can come back in with my light color again and go over the top of that. Let's do that. See, now we got a little contrast. Right here. Oopsie. The black is a little bit wet. It's okay. Whew. In the mute, did I mute again? Wait, in the mute phase, we need a kind of elevator music. Does it mute everything, or just does it mute my music too? You might take a picture of that green and take it to your hairdresser. Yeah. Do that right now. Do a quick screenshot. There you go. That's pretty, isn't it? Just tell her that it's like dark green low lights and light green highlights. Oh, it mutes the music too. I didn't know that. That's weird. Okay. Now, I need to look at this again. It looks like I lost all of my darks, so I may do a little sepia wash in here. Let's try Seraphim Sepia. And I'm just going to take a little brush. Mike and I are going out for our anniversary in a little bit, so I'm going to have to head out here in a little bit, but I just want to, yeah, I like that a lot. That's pretty. Notice I'm brushing down into, I'm brushing against the fur so that the dark wash settles into the crevices. Because I don't want it sitting up on my highlights. That's pretty. We need more. And I'm probably gonna have to go back and highlight again, but that's okay, because I want to get the contrast. So we'll let that dry. It's starting to look like lion fur. All right, it is time for me to go. Let us take a look and see who we can raid. There we go. How is everybody? Did you guys have a good time this stream? There we go. Looks like we lost. Oh, you know why? We lost our music. I didn't realize the music had stopped altogether. Forgive me for that. Anyway, we're gonna get ready and we're gonna raid somebody. Let's see who is here. We've got Giggling Geekette and Studio J. Who else is on? I just want to see if Lindy is on. Sometimes she is and sometimes she isn't. I don't think she is. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and raid Giggling Geekette. And I want you guys all to punch that raid button and come back and see me on Monday and have a great weekend. All right, I will see you then. You have a good one.
Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close, and when I'm through, oh, why not have it